I'm doing predictions for the month of September for everyone in this video. Hello everyone, I'm Tina Chaudhary. Welcome to my channel and a very, very warm namaste. Aham Brahmasmi. So let's start with wishing all my viewers that have September birthdays a very, very happy birthday. May the divine bless you with lots of prosperity, success, happiness, love, and good health, not just this year, but for always in the future. Now make sure you enjoy your day with lots of positivity and with the people that are so valuable in your life. So again, a very, very happy birthday to all my viewers with September birthdays. And now let's take a look at what the planets are up to and what could be their general possible impact on all of us. The most important factor for September is that it's the month for the eclipses. So we're going to have both the lunar and the solar eclipses in September. The lunar eclipse occurs first on the night of September 7th or the morning of September 8th. That depends on which time zone you are in. So this is going to be a total lunar eclipse, and the visibility will mostly be over Asia. Now, eclipses occur most often 2 weeks apart. So the solar eclipse occurs 2 weeks after the lunar eclipse on September 21st. Now, this is going to be a partial solar eclipse, and the visibility is mainly in the South Pacific region. So it's going to be over New Zealand and parts of Antarctica. I will try my best to make a separate video regarding the eclipses in about a week or so. As far as the planetary transits are concerned, all the transits will occur around mid-month. It's kind of strange that it's doing that, which is between the 13th and the 16th of September. So the prediction results for the first half of the month will be very, very different from those of the second half of the month. And this is applicable for all the 12 ascendants. In fact, even the general energy that you feel around you and in the environment around during the first half will be completely different from the second half of the month. So become aware of it and take advantage of it appropriately. Even when you go to my prediction section and see the charts for each ascendant, I have had to place fast-moving planets in the two zodiacs, in the middle of two zodiacs, because the planets have transits in the middle of the month. Now, the first transit will be on September 13th, when Mars transits from Virgo to Libra. It stays there until October 27th. The next transit will be the next day, on September 14th, when Venus transits out of Cancer and into Leo, with the not-so-friendly Ketu being in Leo as well. The third transit will also be on the same day, that is September 14th, when Mercury transits out of Leo and into Virgo. Now, Virgo is ruled by Mercury itself, and it is also considered to be exalted in Virgo. However, this time, Mercury is going to be too close to the Sun, so it will become combust. Combustion dates for Mercury are September 3rd to October 12th. Finally, on September 16th, the Sun will make its monthly transit, and it will move out of its own house of Leo and go into Virgo. The slow-moving planets will continue to stay where they are. So Jupiter will be in Gemini, Saturn in Pisces, Rahu in Aquarius, and Ketu in Leo. Now, I'm going to give you a brief overview, general overview of what is the overall general impact of these transit over us. But at this time, let me remind you that if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Also, if you like this video, please share it with friends and family. And for my regular viewers that have already subscribed to my channel and continue to provide me so much love, thank you so much. I truly appreciate your love and your kind support always. Thank you. So what's the general overall impact of all these planetary alignments that will be impacting us in September? As I mentioned, these transits all occur in the middle of the month. There will be 3 planets that will be transiting through the zodiac of Leo and combining with Ketu at different times of the month. So all these planets will give us their combined influence and results through the month of September. During the first half of the month, Mercury and the Sun will be with Ketu in Leo. So Ketu is a headless planet. Well, it's not a planet, it's virtual, and hence has no ability to think, learn, or make decisions. Mercury represents our finance, our intelligence, and our ability to grasp knowledge. The Sun is our confidence and our ego. So during the first half of the month of September, it's possible that there's a lot of confusion regarding important life decisions, especially finance related. We may be slow to react or understand situations due to the inability to fully analyze and grasp the situation. Decision making will be tough, and we may struggle with how to proceed forward with even small matters. It's probably not a good month to make financial decisions unless you are certain on what to do. If there is confusion, then it's best to delay your decisions or go to somebody that's really wise and you respect to help you make the decision. You may also lack confidence during that time. Now, when Venus is in Leo with Ketu from September 14th to October 8th, the resulting impact it will have will be on our relationships as well as financial decisions. As I mentioned, Ketu is headless, and its major signification is spirituality and the renunciation of material desires. Venus rules material desires, such as happiness in relationships and the desire for material things related to wealth, beauty, luxury, and all kinds of pleasures. During the phase when these two planets are together, we may feel pulled in opposite directions of spirituality and materiality. We may experience struggles in relationships, and some of us may even feel a sense of detachment from others and prefer to remain in solitude at some times and be drawn into the relationship at others. We may not be in the best frame of mind to make important life decisions regarding wealth and relationships, and so we should delay these decisions until the phase is over. The second most important aspect is that of Mars. So when the first half of the month Mars is in Virgo, there will be a mutual aspect of Mars and Saturn. But when Mars enters Libra in the middle of the month, it will receive the benefic aspect of Jupiter. So the first half of the month offers the challenging results of Mars. But during the second half of the month, we experience the benefic results of the same planet, Mars. The challenging aspects of Mars in the first half of the month could be aggression, frustration, pent-up anger, conflicts, angry communication, and also poor health. It depends on which house it is placed in, but most of the results could be related to your career. The benefic results could be good energy, initiative, extra effort, good physical health, good physical stamina, and the courage to take on extra or new work. This is a good time to mention that no planet is all good or all bad. The results that we experience of each planet is based on the placement, the house, and other planetary aspects or combinations that it is with. So here we see where Mars is going to give us some maybe challenging results in the first half of the month, but in the second half of the month, the same planet Mars could offer us some very good aspects or benefits from it. Sometimes astrologers scare us, or sometimes we just instinctively think that certain planets are all bad. One of the planets that has the worst publicity or name is Saturn. So a lot of people always think that you're supposed to be scared of Saturn because it just gives you bad things. Actually, we should not be scared of any single planet because, in fact, Saturn, yes, can give you challenging results, but Saturn can also give you the most benefic results if it is well placed, if it has certain aspects on it, and and the way it is placed in your chart. Once again, the reminder is you should not be scared of any single planet. All the results of that planet depend very largely on the placement and the aspect it receives in your birth. Now I move on to predictions. As usual, let me specify that I'm a Vedic astrologer, so my predictions are always based on Vedic astrology calculations. The predictions are based on your rising sign, which is also called ascendant, and in Hindi it is called Lagna. And I also always have timestamps on my pinned comment in the comment section. Make sure you listen to the correct zodiac sign. So here we go with predictions. September predictions for Aries. Aries, your ascendant ruler Mars will be transiting from the 6th house of health, daily routine, and debts in the first half of the month, and then on to the 7th house of partnerships and marriage at mid-month. At the same time, Venus moves to the 5th house and combines with Ketu, which provides to be quite a roller coaster ride in the areas of love life, children, education, and creativity. But overall, Aries can expect a positive month. In terms of your career, this month will most likely give you good results. You may find yourself busier than normal and have to deal with a heavy workload. Even though there will be significant amount of work burden, you will have lots of energy to be able to manage it well and get things completed to satisfaction. Some Aries may have to travel for work reasons as well. After mid-month, be extra vigilant about the accuracy of your work as well, meeting work deadlines. Also, be cautious about your communication with your seniors and your co-workers. Don't get into needless discussions or arguments that they may not go in your favor. However, I encourage you to communicate in a pleasant and professional manner that will certainly benefit you in the long run. Aries looking for a job and those that have been waiting for a promotion, this is a positive time for those results. Those Aries that are working with the government can experience positive results. Business owners need to be cautious on the expense side, but even so, there is a good chance for significant growth in your business. Now, my guidance is regarding your approach and attitude in handling your business, especially during the second half of the month. You may be tempted to have a bit of an aggressive attitude or be prone to challenging others needlessly. This must be controlled under all circumstances, or they could damage your goodwill or your business brand. If you have any business partners, then don't get into conflicts with them either. Your financial status is likely to fluctuate this month. The first half of the month, you could have some favorable results or increase in income. You will have good opportunities to earn additional money from a variety of sources, which will help improve your financial status. At the same time, there can also be expenses. For some, it could be due to health reasons. For others, it could be due to travel or relocation items. For some Aries, there can be sudden financial gains via unearned sources, such as government benefits, inheritance, or insurance settlements. As far as health is concerned, Aries needs to take care of their health more so in the first half of the month. There is a possibility of stomach or intestinal troubles. Some Aries may experience discomfort or pain in their legs, ankles, or feet. So if you do any physical workouts, exercise, some caution. In the second half of the month, you will need to control your mental stress and resulting anger. Some may even experience mental fatigue or headaches due to the mental pressure and stress. Now, as far as relationships are concerned, it's overall a very confusing sort of a month. The presence of Ketu in the 5th house since May of this year could have been making Aries slightly confused or unable to make decisions as far as love life is concerned. Now in September, when Venus moves in with Ketu, it could cause changes in romantic relationships for Aries. Some may even experience a lack of understanding or tension between their partner and themselves. There could even be some misunderstandings, but my guidance is to not make any major decisions during this time. Let the time pass and wait until this transit phase is over, and then you will be in a better mental situation to make a wise decision. However, for married Aries, this is a harmonious and happy time in their marriage. After mid-month, watch your temper, avoid confrontations with your spouse, make every effort to avoid disagreements and arguments. Relationships with overall extended family could be relatively satisfactory in the first half of the month with harmony and pleasure. Relationships with siblings and children will be supportive. However, as the planets make their transits in the middle of the month, the second half of the month, the situation could be quite different. There is a possibility of disagreements among family members. Now, the best way to avoid unpleasant situations would be to keep your temper in check and avoid being bossy with others. There can also be a lack of interest or detachment towards your children. If young or if they're adults, then you need to manage and maintain your relationship with them because there is a chance for misunderstandings and strained relationships. Students do better in the first half of the month compared to the second half. Overall, Ketu in the 5th house will cause some confusion or lack of clarity on education-related matters. Students may also feel a sense of detachment and boredom from their studies and will have to focus extra hard on their education in order to get good results. Some Aries may have the opportunity to visit religious places or even go on a pilgrimage with friends and family. September predictions for Taurus. Taurus, your ascendant ruler Venus is going to transit from the 3rd to the 4th house this month. Overall, your 4th and 5th houses are getting quite activated. The 4th house is your domestic environment as well as your home, and the 5th represents your children, education, creativity, love life, and all the things that give you pleasure. Your focus is definitely going to be on matters of the home, your stress level, and managing your children's lives or your own love life, whichever is applicable. As far as your career is concerned, it's going to be a changeable month. Taurus needs to be aware that Rahu is going to stay in their career house for at least another year. So they must avoid any kind of temptation in the workplace to find shortcuts or to find ways to be deceptive or to compromise their work ethic. It may work out temporarily, but in the end it can be damaging in extreme ways. Now this month specifically can give some changes in the work environment for Taurus. Some Taurus may change jobs during this month or even just change their position in the same company. Some may even see a change in leadership in their company. On the other hand, there is also the possibility of having conflicts and disagreements with coworkers and their superiors. Obviously, this is something that you need to avoid. Now, as long as you are working hard and with good intentions and maintaining positive relationships at work, you can expect very beneficial results in your career in September, especially in the second half of the month. Be very confident and positive that your efforts will pay off. As far as business owners are concerned, the first half of the month is a lot more beneficial than the second half. Some of you may be faced with some obstacles, but eventually things work out well and business goes on rather well. There can be recurrence of a matter of items from the past that comes up again for you to handle. For some, it could mean an employee from the past as well that comes back into your life. The second half of the month could be an expensive time, so be aware and cautious of that. As far as finance is concerned for September, this is a positive month. Your income looks like to be steady, and there will also be the opportunity to increase your savings. In the first half of the month, there can be opportunities for financial gains via investments, at the same time decreasing expenses. You may also think about investing in the stock market or other sources, and with wise choices, there can be chance for profit as well. However, after mid-month, chances of your increasing expenses are very high. Some of the expenses could be due to happy and fun reasons, such as celebrations with family and friends. Overall, your financial condition will stay stable and positive this month. As far as health is concerned, the first half of the month, there should not be too many issues at all. After mid-month, some Taurus may be bothered by minor issues such as chest troubles, chest infections, and congestion. For those that eat a spicy hot diet, there can be digestive complaints. Overall, it's an okay month with maybe minor issues for only some Taurus. As far as love life and marital life is concerned, the first half of the month can be a little difficult due to the possibility of arguments and fights. However, there is much improvement in the second half and there can be harmony again. In fact, there are good prospects for your partner to progress and profit as well in his career or her career. In the second half, there are some chances that your partner's health could experience some concerns. So instead of fighting and arguing, take care and maintain a positive relationship with your spouse. There can be some disruptions in family life. There can even be some disagreements and differences of opinion with your extended family. However, there is nothing to worry about because all this is temporary and individuals will have the ability to push their differences aside and make things work out after the second half of the month. After that, there can be harmony and happiness in the home. Relationships with siblings will be very positive and the domestic environment will be very joyous. There can even be a celebration or an auspicious event in the home. Students may encounter some hurdles, but technical students stand to profit during this time. September predictions for Gemini. Gemini, your ascendant ruler Mercury is going to start out in the third house of communication, initiatives, and self-effort. And then mid-month, it will transit to its own house of Virgo, which is its house of exaltation. However, due to being too close to the sun, it will become combust. This probably makes Gemini feel a little powerless and also lack energy this month. They may feel that their emotions are at a low and nobody is really giving them their due importance. On the other hand, this also makes them leave home and they end up doing some travel during this time. Some Geminis may even travel extensively. As far as career is concerned, this is a month where you will have to work a little bit extra and also harder, and you may feel pressured to perform at your very best. Be cautious about any disagreements or conflicts in the workplace in the first half of the month. Retrograde Saturn may bring up things from the past and expect that you work on those items again or handle them one more time and finalize them. It could be tasks that were either not done correctly or completed well. It could also bring up matters from the past that require your attention in some other way. Perhaps a coworker or a job from the past comes up again. Even though it's a month of hard work, there can be good professional achievements coming your way. For business owners, this is a favorable month as well. You will have lots of energy to work actively to achieve your goals, and there is a possibility of business expansion as well. Overall, this is a month of success. As far as your financial situation is concerned, this month can be favorable in several ways. There are chances of spending on real estate or on domestic items. Those individuals that are associated with foreign countries and entities have the opportunity to benefit financially from these overseas sources. There is the possibility of earning income via the sale of real estate. At the same time, there are chances of some spending as well, and this could be spending on items for your family or things that bring them happiness. Previous investments in the stock exchange may see positive results. Overall, the chance for increase in savings is rather high this month. As far as health is concerned, it's most likely an okay month. There may be chances of some skin allergies or issues if you're prone to them. Some Geminis may have stomach discomfort due to the choice of food they consume. Make sure you eat foods that are suitable for you in order to avoid digestive issues. And as I mentioned previously, you may just feel a little bit lack of energy, but that may be offset by the presence of Jupiter in the first house. Make sure you eat well and so you keep your energy up. As far as love life is concerned, this month will be moderate, and the first half of the month being favorable and the second half being relatively weaker. In the first half of the month, you may enjoy some happy times with your love partner together with your family. After the 13th, be cautious about getting into unnecessary conflicts and arguments with your partner because your attitude may even become a little bossy, so control the tendency to be controlling. For married Gemini, the second half of the month is supportive of a better and harmonious relationship with your spouse. You may also enjoy some peace of mind regarding your marriage, so that's positive as well during that time. There are indications of support and encouragement from your friends and in your social life as well in that second half of the month. My guidance is mainly the first half of the month. There can be some tension in relationships as well as stress in the domestic environment. Although as long as you're able to stay calm, keep communication open, always positive, you will have no problem. Extended relationships with family will be up and down, but mostly happy, especially after the second half of the month. There could be some happy celebrations with not only the immediate family, but also the extended family members at that time as well. But due to the Sun and Saturn mutual aspect after mid-month, my only guidance is regarding the possibility of conflicts between the father and son. Just be aware of that and don't get into discussions or heated arguments. They will have the possibility of going out of control and damaging the positive energy of the domestic environment at that time. For students, the first half of the month will be very favorable and you will be able to show your abilities and talent in your educational environment. Hard work and self-effort can likely lead to good success in your education. September predictions for Cancer. Cancer, you will have the Sun continuing in your second house of family along with Ketu for the first half of the month, and then it moves on to the third house with the combination of a combust Mercury. Now, Mars in the 4th house after mid-month impacts your home environment and possibly causes some mental stress regarding the work-life balance that you are being troubled with. Even so, I'm going to say that September may turn out to be a favorable month for Cancer as long as they follow some easy guidance. From a professional standpoint, this month could turn out to be rather positive for Cancer. Cancer has been working very hard since the last several months, and September will also be a hard-working month, but the difference could be that they may see some positive results of their efforts. These could be different for each individual based on what they have been waiting for. There is the possibility of a promotion, recognition, overall increase in respect, or increase in income as well. Some of you may even experience a lot better relationship with your seniors. Most of the favorable results can be expected in the second half of the month. You will also have a lot more energy and enthusiasm to work hard and get tasks completed. You will demonstrate positive loyalty and perseverance and achieve excellent results, which will enhance your relationships with your seniors. Others may view you as a strong professional with an exceptional work ethic or even leadership skills. Some Cancers may even have to travel for work this month. For business owners, this is a positive month as well. In fact, if there are any business trips, then these could yield beneficial results. After the second half of the month, you will have lots of energy and initiative to put new ideas and thoughts into action, as well as put in the hard work to grow your business. Business people can expect strong profits via new contacts and travel, since that can be advantageous for your business. As far as financial matters are concerned, these look positive as well. The caution is just at the start of the month, but the rest of the month seems to go rather well. The caution is, of course, around high expenses, so try to control them as best as possible. As I mentioned previously, this month your efforts and hard work will result in financial gain and a stronger financial situation. In the first half of the month, you may be able to add to your savings and may profit from investment schemes from the government. Some of you may even receive some benefits from your siblings. Those Cancers that earn via commissions, this is an exceptionally profitable month. Real estate agents can also do rather well. Cancer just has to remember that from May to October of this year, Jupiter is in the 12th house, so their expenses are going to be high regardless of how hard they try to control them. This month, the spending will also be on real estate or home-related expenses. Some Cancers may spend on travel or family and sibling-related expenses. Chances for purchase of property are significantly high this month. However, it's not a good time for financial investments via stocks, etc. This month, your health will need some attention. Most of the issue could be related to your diet and digestive concerns. Just make sure you eat healthy. Otherwise, there is no real concern, but if you don't take care of your diet and eating habits, you may experience health issues as a result of it. Taking a look at your love life, that seems positive as well in the first half of the month. If single, then you may find that special person while you are traveling or be introduced via close friends or siblings. In the second half of the month, you must focus on maintaining harmony with your partner. For married Cancers, the first half of the month will give positive results regarding love and romance. There is mutual attention and care for each other. The second half of the month could become a little different, and my guidance is to control your tendency to argue or start conflicts needlessly. As far as relationships with extended family is concerned, Cancer needs to understand that Ketu has been in their second house of family since May of this year, and it will stay there until late next year. This will cause them to feel disconnected and damage relationships within their family and in-laws as well. Their imagination will play tricks on them, and due to lack of clear thinking, they may think of cutting off valuable relationships only to regret later on. My continued guidance to Cancer will be to not make any emotional relationship decisions during this time and wait until after a few months. Also, this month you need to avoid harsh words and maintain positive communication with everyone. Pay attention to your mother's health. This is a favorable month for students, and they can get rather good scores via their hard work and self-effort. September predictions for Leo. Leo, your ascendant ruler sun will start out being in your own first house, which is the ascendant house, with Ketu in the first half of the month. And then it transits to the second house for the second half of the month. Mercury will be in conjunction as well as combust along with the sun. Mercury rules your family and finance primarily. So this month could be an average month of ups and downs for you. Career-wise, this month is most likely to be status quo. Nothing too drastic, either a good or challenging way can be expected. However, there is some guidance I would like to offer you. You need to avoid getting into needless arguments and disagreements in the workplace. This month, it is better if you keep to yourself, stay away from individuals who you feel are not interested in your welfare. There could be small issues in the workplace related to task completion and accuracy. So pay attention to that and make sure you don't give anyone a reason to point fingers at you. In the first half of the month, there will be a large workload that you may be responsible for, but it gets better as the month progresses. As I mentioned, keep to yourself. Don't share too much information about yourself with others. It could be used against you. Some Leos could have some travel this month related to work, and some even may have international travel. Business owners, you need to be aware of who you are collaborating or working with. Understand that Rahu is going to be in your 7th house, so the chance of being misled or defrauded is high for the next year or so. Stay cautious of all get-rich-quick schemes. Invest with caution. Definitely avoid getting entangled in activities that are not honest or not completely clean, and do not find shortcuts in business that are not appropriate or honest. They may even yield good profits in the beginning, but ultimately Rahu always trips you in the long run, so it could be damaging for you. As far as financial matters are concerned, it's somewhat the same result as well. The first half of the month could be rather expensive. You may be spending on travel or on family members. Some Leos may even spend in order to maintain their lifestyle or in buying things for status. However, there is also a positive aspect due to Jupiter in the 11th house of gains, so there can be good income and gains this month. The second half of the month is favorable in terms of decreasing your expenses as well as making wise investment and financial decisions. Your financial stability improves now, and you have good courage and confidence to make decisions regarding investments and financial management. Overall, this month, your financial situation has the chance to improve a lot if you make wise financial decisions and control your expenses. As far as health is concerned, you need to take care of it this month. You may have anger or rage issues which increase your mental stress, and this could result in digestive or stomach issues. The first half of the month, some Leos may experience issues with legs and eyes as well, especially if they have experienced them in the past as well. However, the second half of the month is a lot better and your health could improve a lot. You may actually feel quite energetic and healed. Regardless, this is not the month to ignore your health. Rather, practice healthy habits with diet and physical exercise as well. Now, the good news this month is regarding your love life. It will be pleasurable and the relationship can grow and strengthen this month. Just stay cautious in the first half of the month when there can be chance for some conflict, although you may be able to move past it with some ease. It's better just avoid it altogether. The single Leos looking for love, there's a chance of finding someone special, and it could be via traveling or through friends as well. Married Leos may have some health issues with their spouse. There's even the possibility of issues due to in-laws, but all of these are insignificant and you may be able to manage them easily. The second half of the month is much happier and relatively problem-free. My guidance is regarding your communication with the extended family in the first half of the month. You may be bitter, so your speech could take on a harsh and angry tone. Obviously, that's not a good idea. There could also be some conflict with siblings this month. So keep your ego and anger in check. As long as you support them, you will find that they will support you in turn as well. Take care of your parents' health. This month, there can be a steady expansion and growth in your social circle, so do take some time out to enjoy your friends and family. So September predictions for Virgo. Virgo, your ascendant ruler Mercury is going to be in your 12th house of expenses, solitude, and travel. And then it moves to your own ascendant house. The sun is traveling with Mercury, and that will make it combust and become quite powerless. Virgo will feel the same feeling of being burnt out and tiredness in the month of September. They may also face sleep issues, and some Virgos may have high expenses or even stay away from home for long periods of time. As far as career is concerned, there will be significant difference between the first half and the second half of the month. There can be beneficial results in your career due to your ability to manage people and your workload based on your experience. People may even approach you for your guidance and give you importance. However, my guidance this month is to avoid becoming egoistic and overconfident. Rather, stay humble and give others coaching and guidance, and this will be better for you in the long run. The sun in the first house tends to increase ego and make you bossy, and this is something you will need to control. But this also puts you in the spotlight and gets you good recognition, so make sure you perform your best because you will be noticed by everyone. Concentrate totally on your work because you will get good support from your seniors. In the first half of the month, there can also be some travel for work reasons. In the second half of the month, you will perform excellently at work and complete all tasks with ease. Business owners need to be rather cautious regarding all relationships in the business environment in the first half of the month. After the second half of the month, the conditions improve significantly and there can be several opportunities for growth, especially if it involves any government-related work or business. Now, as far as financial matters, there can be some fluctuations. The first half of the month can be rather expensive with increased costs. In fact, some Virgos may even have to dip into their savings for some expenses. In the second half of the month, there can even be chances of taking out loans at this time. These could be due to the purchase of large items such as vehicles, domestic items, or real estate. The transit of Venus from the 11th to the 12th house indicates that the expense could be related to an investment of some kind. There is also the chance of earning wealth during this time in the first half of the month. Those involved in the stock market may yield rewards during this period. This month you need to take good care of your health. Some Virgos that are prone to allergies may experience issues with that. There can also be risk of eye problems and minor infections. Some Virgos can have skin problems as well. After the middle of the month, health will be much better, but you may be tempted to be careless with your diet, which could lead to digestive issues. So take care of your health this month. Now, as far as love relationship is concerned, the first half of the month is going to be excellent. There are good prospects for getting engaged or even married this month. For married Virgos, the first half of the month could be a little difficult because it will seem like you and your spouse are not agreeing on anything. Work things out calmly. But the second half of the month, it's much better and brings back the harmony in the relationship. As far as relationships with other family members is concerned, overall there is going to be harmony, and in fact there may even be some celebrations with all of them. Relationships with siblings as well as your children will be very supportive. However, there is the possibility of some family expenses that you may have to bear for everyone else. September predictions for Libra. Libra, your ascendant ruler Venus is going to be transiting from the house of career into the house of gains, wishes, and desires. The sun is also going to be in the house of gains for the first half of the month. However, Mars will keep the house of expenses activated until mid-month, and a very combust Mercury activates it after that. September is going to be a mixed bag for Libra. As far as career is concerned, this month is likely to be slightly better than the past months. There will be a positive environment at work, and you will enjoy a better relationship with your coworkers. However, avoid being distracted at work. Instead, stay focused on your job and work hard. Your efforts will yield positive results, and you may be promoted or recognized for your good job. Your relationship with your seniors will be strong, and you will get their support as well. After mid-month, you will have good energy to complete all your work very well. My guidance is to manage your temper at that time and your rash attitude, because that can get you in lots of trouble. If you are able to do that, this could be a great career month for you. For business owners, this is a good month to earn well from your business. particularly if you work with any overseas entities or businesses. Collaborations with foreign companies can have excellent results as well. Financially, this month could be tricky and unstable. The first half of the month, there could be an increase in expenses, and there could even be some unexpected expenses that come out of nowhere. However, at the same time, there can also be chances of increase in earnings and improving your financial situations. There are also chances of earning well via stocks and investments made in the past. Jupiter's position indicates financial gains due to its position in the house of luck. After the middle of the month, there are chances of expenses decreasing and an overall improvement in the situation. Therefore, this is going to be a month where you are going to have to carefully manage the income and expense up and down yourself. So basically, the result is mostly in your own ability to control some of the unnecessary expense. As far as health is concerned, you need to pay attention to any health issues that may crop up very carefully. Be especially watchful of stomach and digestive issues in the first half of the month. Watch your diet and stay away from hot or spicy foods because that might aggravate your digestion. Other than that, there is not too much to worry about your health, but just stay vigilant to see if there's symptoms that come up of anything else. If there are, make sure you get that checked out. As far as love life is concerned, the second half of the month is a lot better than the first. The first half requires that you handle your relationship with care and understanding, but the second half brings improvement in relationships and romance. You will make an extra effort to pay more attention to your relationship and nurture it. For married couples, the beginning of the month will be a little difficult. Avoid arguments and disagreements. Although the second half of the month, the situation seems to be improving quite a bit. Remember, it's your ego and attitude that will cause the problem, so if you can keep that in check, you may not even have any issues. As far as other family members are concerned, there will be harmony and affection. Relationship with your siblings is very pleasant this month, and they may support and assist you in several ways. Your relationship with children is positive in the second half of the month. In fact, if your children are adults, then they will do very well for themselves. However, you will need to control your anger with just about everyone because it is capable of destroying your relationships. You may be prone to anger in the second half of the month due to the presence of Mars in the first house, and you must do what you can to control your temper, more so with family and your spouse during that time. Students will struggle with concentration issues, which might have an impact on their academic performance. So the guidance is around how you can find ways to stay focused and not be so distracted. September predictions for Scorpio. Your ascendant ruler Mars is going to start out in the house of gains and wishes for the first half of the month and then transit to the house of expenses for the second half of the month. The Sun gives you good recognition and visibility in your career in the first half of the month and moves to the house of gains in the second half. Venus is also going from luck to the house of career. It seems like Scorpio is set to have a favorable month of September. Talking about your career, this month could be quite positive. You will aim for perfection and complete all projects and tasks with excellent efficiency. Your intelligence will be recognized and your relationships with your seniors will be positive. There is a good possibility of getting a prominent or higher position at work or moving up in your career. Scorpios interested in changing jobs can do that now, and those looking for new jobs could find one this month. After the second half of the month, focus on strengthening your relationships with your seniors and co-workers. There could be a higher workload at that time, and you will need everyone's full support. For business owners, you may find that any business trips that you take could be quite profitable. There can be good business progress, and you will enjoy good relationships with your business partners and business contacts. This is a positive month for your business performance. As far as finance is concerned, there is the possibility of several sources of income where applicable. Your earnings may increase, and this will give you a feeling of financial abundance and stability. However, due to this, there is a chance of overspending. My guidance is that you need to control your expenses because over the course of the next few months, you will start to feel a little financially stretched and you will have lost control of your finances. Over time, this overspending will put a considerable strain on your finances. However, this month is a very positive month as far as gains and income are concerned. These could be related from the government sector as well as from dividends and investment returns. However, I am giving you this overall guidance regarding your finances on a long term, keeping the future in mind. As far as health is concerned, you do need to take care of your health this month. There can be issues for some Scorpios related to digestive disorders or even water-related infections. So stay cautious of your diet, especially what you consume outside of your own home or while traveling. Scorpios could also be a little accident prone this month in the second half of the month. So make sure you drive safely and operate machinery with care. There is possibility of skin irritations, and some Scorpios that have the pre-existing heart conditions need to exercise caution and stay vigilant about that. As far as love relationships are concerned, there can be some misunderstandings and arguments, especially in the second half of the month, so you should avoid getting into those situations. However, married Scorpios will experience more love and romance and enjoy harmony in the relationship. There is also the possibility of career success for your spouse if that's applicable. Relationships with the extended family members may not be the best in September. There is the possibility of occasional challenges and a general feeling of imbalance in the domestic environment and amongst family members. This may result in some arguments among family members. After the second half of the month, there can be some pleasant news in the family or even a celebration. The family atmosphere will improve after the second half of the month. So relationship with siblings and the in-laws is positive. There can even be a chance for some happy travels involving family this month for Scorpios. Students may encounter substantial obstacles and even some delays. Some students may even have to change their line of education, and some may find that they have to repeat some projects or tasks from the past that were not completed at all or not completed well. September predictions for Sagittarius. Your ascendant ruler Jupiter continues to stay in your 7th house of marriage and partnership this month. However, the Sun will transit from the 9th house of destiny and luck to the 10th house of career, and Mercury will also transit along with it. Mars also activates your career house as well as the house of gains, wishes, and desires. Venus also activates your luck in the second half of the month. As far as career is concerned, this month appears to be good. Employees are likely to receive recognition for their efforts, but should avoid getting into conflicts with coworkers or their seniors. If you can avoid or manage through this challenge, this month there is the potential for rewards and recognition for you in your career. There will be ample opportunity for you to show your skill set and work performance. If you are able to come through this challenge, then you can reap good rewards, especially in the second half of the month. Entrepreneurs will see progress and expansion in their ventures. There are chances of business expansion and development in the first half of the month. You may also have the option to develop new business relationships, which may prove to be very beneficial in the long run. Your communication abilities will be the key factor to growing your business and increasing gains in the future. As far as finance is concerned, this is a favorable month. The first half of the month could have higher expenses, and some of those may be rather unexpected. However, there are chances of gains via real estate. In the second half of the month, there are chances of increase in income, especially if you work on commission basis or earn via sales. There are chances of financial gains via any kinds of investments or financial management done in the past. The fact that you do very well professionally will also strengthen your financial situation further. This month could improve your financial position by not only reducing expenses, but also via increase in income and overall revenue. Health will likely to remain status quo. Some Sagittarius could have knee or joint pains only if they are prone to it. Basically, there should not be anything to worry about. Overall, this is a very good health month for Sagittarius, although it's always a good idea to take care of diet and exercise. As far as love relationships are concerned, there can be a little unstable throughout the month, but especially in the first half of the month, there can be some tension due to your partner's anger and ego. You will need to manage through that carefully, although in the second half of the month, the situation improves a lot. And if you've showed some patience in the past, your relationship can grow even stronger. For married Sagittarius, the second half is an extremely favorable time. You could enjoy a time of positivity, harmony, and have mutual respect and affection for each other. Sagittarius also has the chance of fun travels this month with their spouse or loved one. Some may even travel for religious purposes. If your spouse is working, then this month is also favorable for the spouse's career. Relationships with the extended family may present a few challenges, such as disagreements and a little disharmony. The topic of discussion may be finances and/or real estate issues. This month, you will need to take care of your parents' health, especially if they're aged or senior. Students may experience some instability this month. However, those pursuing management studies are likely to experience better results. Overall, students need to make sure they're on the right path of education and then work hard towards it. September predictions for Capricorn. Your ascendant ruler Saturn is going to stay retrograde in the third house this month. Venus will be in the seventh house of marriage for the first half of the month, indicating harmony in the marriage. The second half of the month, both the Sun and Mercury transit out of the 8th house of challenges to your 9th house of luck and destiny, so Capricorn can expect a very mixed month this time. As far as career is concerned, Capricorn can expect some positive outcomes. There can be favorable outcomes in the second half of the month especially. Employees can also have the opportunity to get special recognition or even receive a promotion during that time. With your hard work and dedication, there is great possibility of professional achievements. There is also possibilities of job changes or transfers to a better or a higher position. Those looking for a new job, this can be a rather lucky time to find a good job. The only guidance I have is that during mid-month, there can be some relationship issues with your coworkers. Do your best to overcome them with understanding and maturity so they are not a hindrance in your professional success that you hope to achieve this month. For business owners, this month looks favorable also, especially in the first half. You make new contacts that will help you develop your business and succeed. However, the latter half of the month may be somewhat weaker, so prepare appropriately and exercise some caution in your spending and how you handle your business colleagues as well as your workers. As far as financial situation is concerned, you can make financial gains via your own efforts as well as obtain money from foreign sources. But you need to avoid making impulsive or risky investments. If you do any financial planning or investment, then do it after consulting with an expert and someone that can provide you with good, accurate advice, since there is the risk of financial loss at this time. The first half of the month is especially susceptible to unexpected losses, so be very cautious. There are indications of purchase of real estate after mid-month. Travel can prove to be quite favorable as well. This month may present some health-related concerns. Some Capricorns may experience ear aches, shoulder pain, or issues with their throat area. But by the second half of the month, these issues should clear up and subside. So there's really nothing to worry about. However, there are chances of some food-related illnesses, so you need to take special care of your diet and the food you consume. Stay away from stale and spicy as well as processed foods as much as possible. For love relationships, if you are in a romantic relationship, then the beginning of the month is going to be positive for you. Your relationship will strengthen and there will be good understanding between you and your partner. It will also be a positive time for Capricorn to either get engaged or even married. If single and looking to find the special person in your life, then this is a very favorable time for that as well. For the married Capricorn, the first half of the month will be beneficial, but the second half of the month offers some challenges where there is a possibility of conflicts with your spouse or even the in-laws. As far as the extended family is concerned, family life will be mild. You will need to make an ongoing effort to resolve minor conflicts. The first half of the month indicates good harmony with the other family members. However, there can be some minor issues with siblings, although these can be improved upon via positive communication and understanding. For some Capricorns, it is also possible to travel overseas during this month. For students, the month will yield mixed results. Although the beginning will be promising, some difficulties could arise in the second half. September predictions for Aquarius. Aquarius, your ascendant ruler Saturn continues to be retrograde in the second house, and that represents finance, family, speech, and the food that you consume. For the first half of the month, it will be aspected by your career ruler Mars from the 8th house of challenges. Rahu continues to remain in your first house, and that signifies you yourself. However, Jupiter continues to provide its blessing from the 5th house, signifying happiness in relationships, education, social circle, and above all, good gains from past investments. As far as career is concerned, this month is changeable, with the beginning of the month being just a little difficult, and you may even have some problems at work related to relationships. Avoid getting into arguments or disagreements with others. Watch your back at work to see if there are others that may be jealous of you or not working in your favor. But don't start a fight with them. Ignore them and continue on with your own excellent performance. They may retreat after the second half of the month, because in the second half of the month, things improve and there can be much better working environment, and you will receive support from your coworkers. There are chances of recognition and praise as well. For those looking to change jobs, this could be the right time for you. Business owners and entrepreneurs can expect success, especially in the first half of the month. If you have been waiting for any benefits or documents from the government, you will be able to receive them now. Also, if you're interested in doing any work or projects with the government sector, this is a favorable time. The second half can also bring growth and success, but just make sure to be careful with spending and make reasonable and wise plans to avoid potential pitfalls. As far as finance is concerned, this month will be quite stable. The first half of the month offers chances to increase your financial gains via your own efforts. There will be opportunities for additional income that open up now, and with good wisdom, Aquarius can take advantage of them and secure better financial security for themselves in the long run. There can even be unexpected gains via unearned sources such as insurance, inheritance, or large gifts. The chances of gains via real estate is also very possible for Aquarius. If investing in the stock market with wisdom and expertise, and investing in areas such as government, this could be rather favorable. For Aquarius, this is an excellent month financially, so be out and about and contact and meet with people that can support you in your business or profession. These will ultimately benefit you greatly in the long run. At the same time, it could also be an expensive month, so do your best to control your spending as much as possible. This is a month of caution as far as health is concerned. For some women, it could be the possibility of urinary or reproductive health issues. There's also the possibility of digestive issues due to eating foods that may be too stale, too salty, or processed. Choose light meals instead. Also, this could be an accident-prone month, so drive very cautiously and be safe in the kitchen or if operating any machinery or tools. Love relationships are going to be favorable this month. This could be a time for getting engaged or married. In fact, single Aquarius may even find that special person if they are looking. The first half of the month is a lot more positive than the second half of the month. For married Aquarius, your relationship remains strong, although your partner may experience health issues during the second half of the month. They will need your care, love, and support this month. In fact, relationships with the extended family are stable as well. Relationships with children are very pleasant. For young children, they will do well in their education, and those with adult children, they will do well in their careers as far as gains are concerned. My only guidance is regarding relationships with siblings for the first half of the month. There could be some strained relationships due to misunderstandings. However, in the second half of the month, things get so much better with love and understanding. Aquarius needs to take care of their mother's health this month, especially in the beginning of the month. For students, this is an extremely favorable month. You will continue your studies very effectively and with good results. September predictions for Pisces, your ascendant ruler Jupiter continues to be in the fourth house. That signifies domestic environment, mental peace, and real estate. This month, several planets combine with Ketu in the sixth house throughout the month, such as Mercury and Sun in the first half of the month, with Mercury being combust, and then Venus in the second half of the month. Overall, this could be a month that provides success. At the same time, you need to be a little vigilant in terms of your health. As far as career is concerned, it will be a productive month with good results. The first half of the month, there can be minor issues at work regarding some opposition from coworkers. Remember to maintain professional communication with everyone, and especially don't get into conflicts or arguments with your seniors. In the second half of the month, things change, and then you enjoy a very good reputation at work. There are possibilities of being recognized for your hard work, experience, and efforts. There can be success and opportunities for advancement as well. Now, my guidance is regarding for the male Pisces and their conduct around female coworkers. Maintain appropriate and professional conduct at all times. This is not the month to make funny or inappropriate comments or jokes that can be taken out of context and end up against you. For business owners, it's an average month. There could be an increase in expenses, causing some ups and downs in profitability in the first half of the month. Now, in the second half of the month, the situation improves quite a bit, and you may be tempted to launch some new ideas or products. At that time, you will also need to manage your ego with your business partner and your employees. Do not become bossy, because there are chances of you losing the support of your employees if you do so. Financially speaking, it's a favorable month for income. However, the guidance is to keep costs under control. Pisces needs to know that as long as Rahu is in the 12th house, which will be until late 2026, that their expenses will be out of hand, and it is only via their own concentrated effort that Pisces will have to decrease their spending. This month, there are chances of rise in income and gains in the second half of the month. There are chances of even gains from unearned sources such as inheritance, insurance, or some unexpected sources. But mostly the gains are via your own efforts. This month you will need to pay close attention to your health. There can be some vision issues, and Pisces will have sleep disturbances. The sleep disturbance will be a tendency to not be able to sleep until late night and then not be able to wake up in the morning. You may be a little accident prone in the second half of the month, so drive carefully and be cautious in the kitchen. Some Pisces may experience digestive issues in the second half of the month, so avoid hot, spicy foods and choose a fresh, healthy diet instead. As far as love life is concerned, the first half of the month could be very happy and joyful. You may even have a chance to spend a lot more happy times together. In the second half of the month, there could be a change, and it requires some effort to maintain the same harmony. For married Pisces, the first half of the month, there can be some tension and arguments with your spouse. In some cases, there could even be health concerns for the spouse, or they may experience some general difficulties in their life. Of course, this will cause you some worry as well, but the situation definitely improves for the second half of the month. Relationships with the extended family are positive. However, make sure to maintain a positive relationship with your in-laws. In the first half of the month, the guidance is to make sure your communication is not harsh or aggressive, because if there are any conflicts, they could be due to your aggressive speech. So make sure to remain patient, calm, and understanding of others. Relationships with siblings will be pleasant, and you get their support and love. Although it's possible that your siblings may experience some troubles and will need your understanding, love, and support. Students, life is going to be status quo this month with nothing to worry about, although you will need to be consistently working especially hard. And with that, I come to the end of my video. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope that everyone has a wonderful month of September. Stay safe. I'll see you on my next video.